From the mud to the rise, yeah, we built it on the grind. Trench talk, real talk, leave the fake ones behind. We don't fold, we don't break, every move we define. It's the code from the trenches where the real ones align.
Aight, let's get deeper into this, cause y'all acting like Snoop just sold out and the world's about to end. The outrage, the fingers pointed at him like he's some kind of villain. Let's slow down and actually think about what's going on here. People are pissed that Snoop performed at Trump's crypto ball, right? I get it, it's a controversial move. But to act like Snoop's the first one to flip the script on some political game? Come on now. This ain't nothing new. Back in 2016, Snoop called out everyone for even thinking about aligning with Trump. And yeah, it was harsh. He said, "Ain't nobody going to perform for Donald Trump, huh?" He was firing shots at folks like it was a competition. He was on his Uncle Tom rant, calling out anyone who would dare step into Trump's circle. At the time, people were loving it. Everyone was on the same page, hating on Trump and those who supported him. But now, Snoop's the one under fire for doing the same thing he once criticized? Hold up, did y'all miss the part where this whole thing is about the checks? Snoop Dogg isn't some rookie who doesn't know how to maneuver the game. Y'all acting like he's some puppet, just out here dancing for whoever pulls the strings. Nah, fam. He's been in this game for decades, seen it all, done it all, and if you're surprised by him doing business with Trump, then maybe you don't know how the industry really works. Y'all want him to stay loyal to the political side you want him to? Or is it about the fact that he's taking money from every direction? Cause if we're being real, half of the people out here mad at him would do the same thing if it meant millions in their bank account. But let's get into the deeper level of this. Trump used to be part of the hip-hop community before politics got messy. You want to talk about history? Don't forget, Trump wasn't always a symbol of division and controversy. Back in the day, Trump was seen as a self-made success. He was living that get-money lifestyle, and rappers loved him for it. He was everywhere, talking to rappers, hanging with actors, doing his thing. You can dig through old songs and hear countless references to Trump. Everyone from 50 Cent to Lil Wayne was throwing his name around like he was a model of success. It was all love until it wasn't. The moment he switched sides politically, that's when the narrative changed. And now, here's where it gets real. People are mad that Snoop's out here performing at Trump's event. Look, Snoop's been in the game long enough to know how to play the cards he's dealt. He's an entertainer, and at the end of the day, his job is to get paid. Y'all really think Snoop isn't aware of the optics, the criticism, the backlash? You think he's out here blindfolded, not knowing what people are gonna say? Hell no. He knows. But guess what? Snoop's still out here doing what he does best, making moves. The rest of y'all are just sitting on your couch, throwing shade, while he's stacking paper. But here's the thing, if we're talking hypocrisy, let's look at the real hypocrisy here. Y'all act like Snoop's the only one who's ever turned a blind eye to the things that don't match up with your moral compass when it comes to making moves. These entertainers, athletes, and celebrities, they'll say all the right things when it's convenient. When it's a hot topic, they'll be all up in the headlines, speaking out against whatever's trending. But when it's time to speak on something that could cost them money or fans, silence. That's the game. You think they're out here for the greater good? Nah. They're here for the checks and the clout, and they'll do what it takes to keep those flowing. So let's be real, this whole situation with Snoop performing at Trump's event ain't about morals or betrayal. It's about business. And for the people out here calling him a sellout, what? You gonna keep this energy for the rest of the industry too? Cause if we're talking about hypocrisy, let's talk about all those other artists who've aligned with Trump before. Where's the outrage when they do it? This isn't some isolated incident, it's the way the game works. Snoop's not the first, and he damn sure won't be the last. In the end, y'all gonna forget all this noise when Snoop drops his next album, his next move, or does anything else that catches your attention. This backlash? It's temporary. Snoop's gonna be out here eating regardless, and y'all gonna be right back supporting him, cause that's how it goes in the entertainment world. So let's cut the act. Snoop's just doing what he's been doing for decades, getting paid, making moves, and laughing all the way to the bank while y'all argue about it online. Keep that same energy, though. Newsflash, people evolve and business changes. Just 'cause Snoop dropped some fire in 2016 doesn't mean he's still stuck in the same box. Y'all stuck in the past, while Snoop's out here living in the future, doing what he does best, getting paid and keeping his legacy alive. He's never been one to follow the herd. He's been the one setting the pace, and now you want to act like he's suddenly lost his way because he's doing a business deal? Get out of here with that. Let's talk about the bigger picture here, too. If you're so concerned with Snoop's integrity, where's that energy for the rest of the game? What about the celebrities who sell out for brand deals with companies that have questionable practices, or the ones who push whatever narrative the media tells them to? Y'all don't care about that. Nah, it's only when Snoop does something you disagree with that you want to pull out the hypocrite card. This is the same dude who's been speaking out about police brutality, about social issues, about the real problems in our communities. But when he makes a decision you don't like, suddenly he's a sellout. Yeah, right. What I don't get is this. Y'all have no problem watching these same people perform for other politicians, other rich folks who've been benefiting off the system, but when it's Trump, oh no, the world's about to end. It's the same industry that's been handing out checks, keeping folks in line, and now y'all want to act like Snoop's the one out here doing the wrong thing? This ain't about politics. This is about the fact that Snoop made a business move, and your little feelings can't handle it. But guess what? Snoop's gonna keep making moves, and y'all are gonna be right back supporting him once the dust settles. At the end of the day, Snoop doesn't need y'all's approval. He doesn't need to explain himself. He's been through more ups and downs than most of y'all have had hot meals, and if he's out here performing for Trump, you best believe it's for a reason, whether it's for the money, the connections, or just to keep his brand on top. So, keep yapping, keep hating, but understand one thing, Snoop's gonna be here long after your complaints fade into the background. He's built different, and that's why he's still relevant. You can't stop the king, no matter how loud you shout. What we learned is that people love to throw shade when it's convenient, but they forget the bigger picture. Snoop Dogg's been in the game for decades, and he's built his brand through moves and decisions that might not always make sense to everyone else, but they make sense to him. People calling him a hypocrite for performing at Trump's event are quick to forget the same rappers who were once all about that Trump lifestyle back in the day. Double standards, much? At the end of the day, Snoop doesn't owe anyone an explanation. He's been real with us since day one, and his decisions aren't about pleasing Twitter or keeping up with the latest trends, they're about securing the bag and keeping his legacy solid. So, instead of hating on him for doing business, maybe look at the whole picture. If you've been rocking with Snoop for years, don't suddenly jump ship because he made a move you don't like. He's been ahead of the curve, and he's gonna keep doing his thing, regardless of the noise. That wraps up today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out when a new video drops. It's totally free and makes a huge difference for the channel. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one.